Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby and I live in Japan. Today in this video, I'm going to be talking about the first ever time I wore a yukata. So first off, you might be asking me, Abby, what is a yukata? Well, let me show you. It looks like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Yes, these are all forms of yukata. There are two kinds of yukata, for the hotter seasons and one for the colder seasons. So you can see that the one over here is really light with its fabrics. It looks very thin. You have sandals with no socks on, compared to the one over here, the material is a lot thicker. They usually wear socks with the sandals, and sometimes there's fur around the collar. A lot of the Japanese people like to wear these yukata for festivals, when they go to the onsen, for special events, special occasions. Depending on the season, they have their choices and their picks. These things come in a bajillion different patterns and textures and colors and accessories, and it's just a lot to choose from. But today I'm going to show you mine. Here's a picture. You can have a good look. This is what I wore. Do not let that face fool you, because I'm telling you this now, wearing that yukata was a pain in the ass. But before we jump into the details, please do me a huge favor and subscribe down below for any and all future updates and videos. I do my best to post on Wednesdays and Saturdays Eastern Standard Time. And your subscription is always super appreciated because it helps out my channel a lot. So, okay, without further ado, let's get into the video. I got fitted for my yukata in Kyoto, a place called Kyoto Kimono Yume Yakata. Kyoto Kimono Yume Yakata. So that's what the place is called. It looks like this. And they can dress up families, male and female. They have pretty much everything inside of there that you need so that you can look your utmost best walking the streets of Kyoto. When I went into the facility, I was with my husband, and we had to go to separate rooms. So he went to a place where they dressed up the males, I went to an area where they dressed up the females. So yeah, before I got dressed up, I was in a room where I got to pick out my patterns and my textures and my beads and all that different stuff. So they measured my height, and then she showed me the section of patterns that I could choose from according to my height. So I picked one. I wanted to match with my husband. He got one that was kind of like a deep dark burgundy, so I was like, okay, I'll get something that's a little bit on the lighter side, because I couldn't really find a burgundy and I kind of wanted some colors that would stand out but not too much, and I also wanted to wear some white too. So after I picked out my kimono, the lady that was helping me, she took the kimono, put it all in a bag, and wrote my name on it and a number. And then she told me to go to this place has multiple floors, so she told me to go to an entirely different floor to go get donned in my attire, and she sent my husband to another room. So in this room is where you see the stuff where there's like a beauty area where you can get your hair done up, and then there are screens, and on the other side of the screen there were three ladies there to help girls get dressed in their kimono correctly. So the first thing they tell you to do is to strip. Basically, strip all the way down to your underwear, leave the underwear on please, and then they give you like kind of like a white silk super thin cloth to wrap around your body before they put the actual material on you. So once I did that and I got the white, I'm gonna call it a smock, I got the white smock over my body, one of the Japanese ladies came over to me, picked up my kimono that I picked out of my bag, and pretty much just started wrapping me up like a big old tortilla. I remember she put some plastic chest plate on me and then bound that to my chest to the point where I couldn't breathe. She just kept wrapping and wrapping. All I know is like she wrapped like 15 layers across my chest. I could not breathe at all. I was like, I can't breathe. I couldn't really speak any Japanese, so I just smiled and dealt with it because I wanted to look good. I wanted to look good in my kimono. I wanted her to do it right, so I just let her do it the way she did it. And I was fine for the most part. And then once she was done, I took my bag of all my original clothes downstairs, and then another lady pretty much brought me and my husband together, and we got to like be like, oh, you look good. And then she took us over to another room where we could pick our sandals. And so I was indecisive about two different pairs of sandals. There was one that matched my outfit, but then there was another one that didn't really match, but they were hella comfortable. And so I was just like, do I want to match, or do I wanna feel cozy because I'm gonna be walking around and stuff. Obviously, I picked the ones that matched, you know, beauty is pain. Oh, also when I was picking out my sandals, they also gave me like a cute little handbag to put my belongings in, like my wallet, my lady sanitary items, and my towel and my hand sanitizers. Yeah, so very handy. While we were out in the yukata, we visited Kinkakuji Golden Pavilion. So it's like this shrine, and on the inside there's like this traditional Japanese house that supposedly is made entirely out of gold. And it was under construction, so we couldn't see the real thing, but we got to see like a big old billboard of it and take pictures in front of it, I guess is okay as a substitute. But we were walking around there, so we were walking on stones and rocks and brick. So it was definitely weird walking around in wooden clog-like shoes on those type of textures. I'd never experienced that before. It was totally new to me in comparison to my Tempur-Pedic shoes.
What?
After a couple of hours in the yukata, I was definitely sweating, that's for sure, because it was hot. I could feel like my ribs getting strained and sore from having to just take sharper breaths than I'm used to. Because I'm used to breathing like full big body breaths, and I couldn't do that. My breaths were really sharp and small, but I felt fabulous, and that's what matters, right? The total amount of time that I wore the yukata for was from the time of our arrival. The place was gonna close in like about 5 hours, so me and Jay only wore our yukatas for about 2.5 hours before we came back to return them. When I look back at it now, it wasn't that bad, but in the moment of it, it was that bad. I would definitely wear yukata again, just to try out more designs and patterns, because it was my first time trying it out. I don't know if the one I chose looked nice with like my skin tone or the hairstyle I had at the time, but I would love, if I had the opportunity to wear one again, I definitely would. Yukata are hella expensive. I mean, if I had the money, I would definitely buy my own, but I would make it like custom everything. Like everything would be custom sandals, custom obi, custom sleeves, custom chest plate, like everything would be custom and tailored to my body, so that whenever I put it on or had someone put it on me, I would feel 120% comfortable. But yes, in no way am I telling you that wearing a yukata is a horrible experience, because it's not. It is a wonderful and different and culturally immersive experience that I encourage any and everyone to try upon being in Japan. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content about me talking about Japan, please do me a huge favor and hit your subscribe button. And in the comments below, tell me what color yukata you would like to wear, male or female. Can definitely answer this question. And give this video a big like if you enjoyed it. I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!